appeared on satellite imagery 3 times. Coordinates 11.185 degrees north, 83.574 degrees west. A small mass off the Caribbean coast of Nicaragua. Roughly oval, forested, uninhabited, and then gone. No news story, no natural disaster. The images from the following month simply showed open sea. No island, just water. The anomaly was flagged by a university in Bogotá during a marine biodiversity study. They cross-referenced maps from NOAA, NASA, and the Instituto Geográfico Nacional. All showed the same thing. The island was there, and then it wasn't. That's when the emails started. A marine biologist from Honduras claimed he'd visited the island in the late 90s. He remembered strange equipment buried in the sand and a tower that emitted a low hum at night. A retired fisherman in Bluefields said he once dropped off crates of fuel there, but no one spoke Spanish. And a former Colombian intelligence officer, anonymous, sent a one-line message: "Ask about Isla Fiel." The name didn't appear on any official record, but in a declassified document from 1986, Fiel was listed as a secure listening post, a site used for regional signal interception during the Cold War. No location, no detail, just a code name. A group of journalists from Nicaragua and Costa Rica launched a private investigation. They rented a small boat, equipped it with sonar, and sailed to the coordinates. There was no island, no reef, no rocks, only deep water. But they did find something. About 15 meters below the surface, the sonar picked up a faint structure, angular, metallic. The divers couldn't reach it. The current was too strong. They returned with only shaky footage and one disturbing audio clip, a high-frequency pulse, steady and rhythmic, like a heartbeat. They tried to publish. The story was pulled. Their site taken offline for security review. One journalist reported his passport had been flagged by the U.S. State Department. Another said someone had accessed her personal email from a server in Virginia. And then came a photo, mailed in an unmarked envelope to a radio station in San Jose. Aerial, grainy. It showed an island, about 200 meters long, with a central tower and what looked like a circular landing pad. Handwritten on the back, January 1999, Isla Fiel, classified. The station never aired it, but they uploaded a scanned copy to a forum. Within 48 hours, it was removed. The server host cited legal pressure from undisclosed entities. Despite the erasure, theories spread. Some said it was a CIA black site. Others blamed a Cold War relic, an offshore signal disruption facility dismantled after the collapse of the USSR. A few whispered that the island wasn't destroyed at all, just cloaked. One name kept resurfacing: Project Templo. A Nicaraguan exile in Costa Rica claimed his father worked on it. According to him, the island had been part of a regional experiment in geospatial concealment. Something about electromagnetic fields, radar masking, even psychological interference. When asked what that meant, he replied, "Sometimes it's not that you can't find a place, it's that you forget you were ever looking." In 2021, a German tourist named Lucas van Brunt posted a TikTok from a Caribbean fishing boat. He filmed an isolated stretch of ocean, pointing to a flat shadow in the distance. He said jokingly, "Hey, there's an island that's not on the map." The video had 23,000 views before it disappeared. His account was banned. He hasn't posted since. Attempts to contact him failed. His last known location was Puerto Cabezas. Local authorities say he boarded a fishing charter that never returned. The boat was found 2 weeks later, drifting and empty, 40 nautical miles off course. A year later, a letter was sent to a Honduran journalist known for covering Cold War-era intelligence leaks. It had no return address. The envelope contained a map, drawn in black pencil. The coordinates pointed to the original site. Next to it, scribbled in all caps, "Not an island, not a base, a threshold. He never published the map, but he scanned it and sent it to a contact in Spain. That person disappeared for 6 months. When he reappeared, he refused to talk. He now lives in Galicia, off-grid. In a leaked conversation between two naval officers from the Colombian Armada, captured by a whistleblower, one sentence stood out. "We were told to avoid the area, not for navigation risk, but for psychological integrity." The phrase appeared again in a Canadian government report investigating naval personnel disorientation incidents in the Caribbean between 2002 and 2014. In it, one officer described seeing a landmass that didn't exist and hearing what he called structured silence. Another said, "I saw my mother on that island, but she died in 1998. So where is Isla Fiel? Did it ever really exist? Was it an experiment? A cover-up? Or is it still there, just not visible to us anymore?" When asked in a private message, the biologist who first mentioned the humming tower replied, "I've stopped asking questions, because sometimes when you stare long enough into the sea, it stares back."